It's Thursday night.
That's it's our normal night.
What the Show? And this guy's back again.
Jeff Brony.
Let's do this. Scrubs Trivia Part 3.
Ooh, After Dark.
Boom.
Not to throw any shade to Scrubs' theme song, which was fantastic, but I think we have the best theme song in the biz here. Thanks to the one and only Justin the Juice, who, of course, wrote it, performed it, produced it. It's not here with us tonight, nor is AJ, sadly. We missed them both, but, it's not our normal night. It's Thursday. Like Jeff Brony said, this is what the show After Dark. We're doing Scrubs Trivia. We're excited. AJ's been doing the Lord's work and has already put a little bit about our charity of the month in the comment section. So thank you, AJ, even when you're not here, doing the Lord's work. As per usual, all donations do go 100% to charity. And the charity this month is really awesome. So if you see AJ's comment, you can go ahead and click that link and learn about basically the
Improveneer method.
The Improveneer method. Thank you. I don't know why I can't pronounce that word. But yeah, it's super, super cool. Yeah. And cool. A friend of the show, near to our hearts, is the one who pointed out to us. So without further ado, these two have been duking it out all day on Twitter, so I'm excited to see them duke it out here tonight on the show.
Yeah, so let's, without any further ado, let's bring in our defending champion, who last time came on with no notice, came on at the very last minute and just knocked it out of the park. And he's going to defend tonight. He's prepared this time. So let's bring out our buddy, Mr. Dan Bettenhausen.
Hi, everyone.
Dr. Dan. Welcome.
Oh, how you doing? Doing well. Hugh Jackman, you look a lot different than when I saw you in The Music Man a few months ago.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. COVID did a number on me.
But
it's fine because arguably COVID did a number on all of us.
I mean, not that I'm trying to suck up to any of the judges or anything, but I do like you a lot more than Dr. Cox does.
I thank you so much. And I might take that into consideration.
We do know that Dan is a massive Scrubs fan. Obviously, last time we were looking at it, scored 28 out of 30. So he's on the warpath tonight. He's prepared tonight, and we have one hell of an opponent for you. And before we bring him on, we have a little story to share. If you've watched the show the past couple of weeks, you might have heard of this briefly, but. He's
been on a lot. He lives here now. He's actually our fifth co-host.
So back in LA in December, the three of us, along with our buddy Matt, Jeff, Bethany, and I, along with Maddie Gutter, were drinking Appletinis at Barney's, and our other competitor who we're about to bring on saw us is like, "Are you guys drinking Appletinis? Is this a Scrubs thing?" And he got super excited to see that. And we found out is a massive Scrubs fan. He wasn't able to make it last time due to scheduling, but we worked things out this time. He's going to show us everything that he knows. Trust us, we've talked to him. We know he knows his stuff. So let's bring out, and he's been on the show quite a bit lately. So let's bring it on our buddy, Mr. Robert Adams.
No stranger to the show.
Hello.
How you doing, Robert?
Appletinis are flowing.
Yeah, that's like
I take issue with the accusation of fifth co-host because I was the unofficial co-host.
That's true. You're right, Jeff.
And then it's been a while. I've been busy. I haven't harassed anyone to come online in a while. So I understand it, but when I come on here,
Jeff,
you're a
co-host in our hearts and often on our screens. So
absolutely.
So Robert, we do have like one.
That's true.
We do have one question for you, Robert. We ask this of everybody who plays Scrubs. How did you find the show, and what made you fall in love with it?
So I found the show because of a roommate I had like in mid 2000s. She was already a fan of the show, and I had nothing better to do, and I wanted to kind of like hang out with her because she was cool, and she wanted to watch her favorite show. So she's like, "Hey, watch this with me." I was like, "What is it?" She's like, "Scrubs." I was like, "Heard of it, never watched it. All right." And instantly fell in love with it. Problem is I don't remember what the first episode I watched was. I wish I did, but it's because I've watched this show like the entire series. I probably watch like 3 to 4 times a year, so it's kind of hard to remember watching any specific episode at any given time. So
right,
yeah, I've got this whole show damn near like memorized. So.
Awesome. Well, we're very excited
to have both. It'll be super embarrassing.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing, like in realistic nature, like I feel like this is probably one of the like few trivia games that I feel extremely confident going into. If I lose, I'm still okay with it. Like I don't feel like this is a big like blow to my ego.
It'll be to a formidable opponent. I mean, Dan is the current champ, so.
Yeah, this could be fun tonight. And we got the Appletinis. I mean, I didn't have that. I just got some.
I have a Dr. Pepper, but everyone pretend it's Appletini. What the show's not sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but we should be.
And I got some Evan Williams, so we're
doing
well tonight.
Snapple.
I'm also a little extra prepared.
Oh, you brought your knife wrench?
Wait, not just a knife wrench. It's a knife wrench dry erase marker.
Oh, you fancy.
I'm not actually going to use it so I don't stab myself, but I felt strong for the bit.
All right, so Jeff, we're going to call a quick audible on question number 1. We are actually going to start with question number 24. So
yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and rip off question 24.
Question number 1 or 24 here.
Question number 1. What's the tool the janitor makes?
24 might have something to do with that.
So we're gonna start with question number 24.
This is like your free space.
Why don't
this is how good I know the questions ahead of time.
Why don't we just cut and paste and replace them with each other so we don't start at a higher number and then go back? It's like a Tarantino movie. We could just start at the beginning and go all the way to the end. It's okay.
I mean, I like that too, All right, so we will be, as Mike quickly cuts and pastes it. So these are the things people are here for.
I believe in you.
Well, I think we all know what's coming. So
I'm
just gonna go ahead and wait. Yeah. All right. All right. Your now first question, because I think this is a nice confidence booster. It's bingo. It's a free space. Is now going to be he's deleting it.
There we go.
Yep. Okay. It is now updated.
It is now updated. Okay. Janitor combines 2 tools to create what item?
Awesome. We're starting off. We didn't even say, "Are you ready?" We just did it.
Yeah, we're just. I feel like we're both prepared.
So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this up there right now.
Can we not write it down and save the ink?
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good.
Robert.
For kids.
All right, there we go.
Beautiful. It's not a trivia thing until someone accidentally ruins the answer to a question. That really is what I think. That's what does it.
Perfect. So, Jeff, would you like to ask question number 2?
Yeah, I'm going to ask a question real quick. Dan, are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Robert, are you ready?
Sure, why not?
All right, cool. Question number 2. What word is crossed out on the whiteboard during JD and Turk's orientation at Sacred Heart?
Jeez.
Yeah, that one.
I said so. There's no secret to the two competitors, but I told them I was going to throw some curveballs at them tonight. So
yeah, that would have been your first question.
That was supposed to be question
happy
one.
That you got a nice confidence booster instead first.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Starting with Dan this time.
Death.
Robert.
Yes.
Good guess.
No.
The answer is lawsuit.
Lawsuits.
Damn it, that was.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I did not mention this. I apologize because we jumped right into it. Everybody does. Both of you do get 3 repeats. We call them Turkletons when it comes to this. So all you have to do is say, "I'll take a Turkleton," and you get a repeat of the question.
I like it.
Great. Don't say the next rule until the next question. We're going to introduce the game as we go.
As we go along.
As we go along.
No. Question number 3. What does Dr. Kelso call Turk? I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Can I get a Turkleton?
Can I get a Turkleton real quick? Okay. Question number 3. Gentlemen, are we ready? What is the name of Molly's boyfriend? We're looking for
First name
First
only is
name
fine.
only.
Yeah. I don't believe they ever stated the last name, but if you know the last name, kudos to you.
Of Molly's boyfriends?
Molly's boyfriend, correct.
I'm looking for Molly.
And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting with Robert.
No.
Going
I
to
don't
Dan.
remember her talking about her boyfriends.
I believe it is one of our host names, Mike.
That is correct.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
that's
ding.
right. Yeah.
He was like
the
bad boy.
He was brought into the hospital under arrest.
That's right.
So
All
before
right.
the next question,
Perfect.
I do just want to state, as you saw with the countdown, Mike does count down from 5 to 1. And I just want to give a quick shout out. I know he's been taking nearly 40 years, but he's finally able to count backwards. So congratulations.
Isn't-
We're really proud of him.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that.
That's really, you know what? He needed that confidence boost, Jeff. Thank you
I
for
needed
giving
that
him
today.
All right. Question number 4. What drink did Elliot state she had 3 of at Turk and Carla's wedding?
Sadly.
Jeff, so we know that you've had appletinis at after shows and things like that.
And warm burgers.
And
at
warm
weddings.
burgers at weddings. But what's the drink you've had the most at a wedding?
Oh, we broke Jeff.
I don't know, probably still White Claw. There was a wedding I went to last summer. I had 12 of them. I didn't realize I had to go to the bathroom until I got in the car, and that was an hour ride home.
4, 3,
Yeah, that's a rough break.
2, 1. Pens down. We're starting with Dan this time.
Don't think this is right. Vodka cranberries.
Incorrect.
And
Good guess.
Robert.
Was it Cosmopolitans?
Also incorrect. The answer is Red Bull and champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all can
I'm
probably
reading that and I'm like,
make the questions a little bit easier, just a teeny bit easier.
That sounds weird.
This is great.
There's one coming up that I feel like you're going to appreciate. I knew it, and I'm not good at Scrubs trivia. So there you go. We got another confidence boost coming up for you. Here we go into question 5, though. Gentlemen,
I think you'll get this one.
Is what does Turk suggest janitor call his air band?
It's actually one of the funnier moments of that episode. That's a fantastic episode overall, where the air band episode and Turk's audition for the air band is absolutely legendary.
Oh yeah, that's
Mainly
right.
because it's also
Because of
important.
Fortnite dance.
Yep. In 5, 4,
You mean
3,
Fortnite does the Turk
2,
dance?
1, 0. Starting with Robert.
It's the Cool Cats.
That is incorrect. Dan.
Mercy flush.
That is correct.
Doesn't
correct.
Oh yes. Okay.
Camp goes up by another point.
I'm gonna challenge the question. It's fine.
That is the primary reason I am here. All right.
All
So
right.
we're going to question number 6, Jeff.
Number 6. Who was the first person to repeat his 3rd year of residency? I like how the
Can
octave.
you
in my
imagine
voice went
repeating
up
your
when I
3rd
said
year
that.
of anything, honestly?
If there was a grade in school that you had to repeat 3 times, what would you pick? I'm gonna pick 8th grade, maybe. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna say 8th grade. Jeff?
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, well, that's a fair answer.
Oh, that's, you know what? I agree, honestly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And this time we are starting with Dan.
Dr. Doug Murphy.
That is correct.
God,
And
full
Robert.
name and everything.
Yeah, Doug Murphy.
Perfect.
Hey.
All right. There we go. Both of them get that one correct. So
I
we
get
are
to
He
ask.
doesn't show him the
another-
respect of the doctor.
Most
That's
all
a
of them are doctors. So
Oh, true. But is, you know.
That's a bad thing. I'm staying.
All right, I get to ask the question that I knew the answer to. This is the only one I knew the answer to when I read these questions earlier.
if either of you get this wrong, feel ashamed.
Wow, put a lot of pressure on them. All right. Carla affectionately calls JD what nickname? Here you go. Another little confidence boost.
There's your
here.
softball.
7 questions in. I want to remind you that you are good at this. We're proud of both of you. You're doing such a great job.
So Bethany did score a whopping 1 out of 30.
I did.
But I quizzed her on this, and this is the one
I've
she got
watched all of
Way to go.
Scrubs.
Way to go.
too, I think.
in 5,
Not
4,
well enough, apparently.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. This time we start with Robert.
that would be Bambi.
Correct. Dan?
Bambi.
All right. Now we're starting to roll here. All right.
Question number 8. What is the name of Turk and JD's car that blew up?
You ever had a car blow up, Jeff?
No, but it's so funny. I watched a movie earlier tonight where the main character's car blew up.
What movie were you
That's the
watching?
closest. I've never had a car blow up.
What
I
was
saw
the
a car
movie?
on fire, but it's called Vengeance. It's from the guy who plays Ryan on The Office.
BJ Novak in
Yeah.
5, 4,
B stands
3.
for bitch.
2.
Purple 10.
We have a Turkleton.
Turkleton.
Okay.
Turkleton. Cool. What is the name of
Turkleton.
Turk and JD's car that blew up? But yeah, we're driving down the shore for New Year's, and we see a car on the side of the road on fire. Unfortunately, it was right an easy pass thing, like to get on like the expressway or something. So couldn't stick around to watch it blow up fully. Disappointing.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently that whole movie is like really great at like references to Texas. If you're a Texan,
5,
I
4.
haven't watched it yet.
3.
But
BJ Novak, though, obvious he's an asshole.
Pens down. This time we are starting with Dan.
I thought it was a trick question, and then I think I remembered it. Was it Malik?
That is correct.
I thought it might have been
Robert?
it's Malik.
Yep. All right. There we go. We are starting to get going now.
I thought Sasha might have also been the car's name along with the scooter, but I wasn't terribly confident.
Oh, Sasha was the scooter's name too, right? Oh,
Yep. Oh,
All right, hold on. Let's scan and see if that's a question.
sorry.
It's not.
Sorry, I
right.
shouldn't
But
do that.
I think you're
We
safe.
asked that previously. That was in one of our previous
Yeah,
episodes.
you're safe. All right.
You know that if
question
you
number
studied.
9. What causes janitor to be fired?
And I'll specify this is at the hands of Dr. Maddox.
Multiple times.
He was only fired technically once, but I just wanted to give a little bit of a
Context
a
clue.
little context clue here, just
That's
to
honestly
assist a
very-
little bit. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Starting with Robert.
he's pranking JD in front of her.
Go to
Or,
Dan
like,
and
you
I'll make
want
it terminate.
specifics, like he's tripping. He causes
Yeah.
JD to fall and could almost damage.
Yeah,
himself.
I'll take that. Yes, yes. And Dan?
Yeah, I didn't have it.
Yeah, he
Wasn't that?
All right, so we're gonna give this one to Robert. Yeah, he tripped JD. Is
You got to put down the Appletini.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna pick up and make another one. Actually,
Maybe I need more.
Thank you, AJ, for coming in clutch with that. It was a good time.
I don't understand any of that.
Love it.
James Remartin.
The
Honestly,
greatest-
a gift.
the greatest $67 we have ever spent.
my apple
All
teeny is
right.
starting to change the color to another teeny that he drinks. And I'm not gonna say what it is in case it's an answer.
No,
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, you
nice.
gotta be worried about these things.
Only one way to
So
find
Dan
out.
has a 1 point.
It's a close game. It's getting chippy. Things are exciting. It's anyone's match at this point.
So Jeff Brony, let's go with question 10.
Yeah. Question 10. When we do that, we'll be 1/3 of the way through, guys.
He
What
understands
is-
math now.
What is Snoop Dogg attending's first name?
Just first name. Don't need full, but it's just his first legal name.
Well, I mean,
Snoop Dogg attending, who
that shouldn't be hard.
one of the best background characters. Yeah. We got 5, 4,
I don't know.
3.
I can go ahead and reveal
2.
it. They never actually say what his
What?
real last name is on the show, so I mean that's not hard.
That is true. Perfect. Dan, we'll start with you.
It was Ronald.
That is correct. Robert?
Robert?
His name is Mr. Dog. No, it's Ronald.
Perfect. All right. So we got us a tight one here, 7-6 right now in favor of Dan. We're going to move on to question number 11.
Still don't know where his hoes are at, but
All right, question 11. What DC superhero does Molly portray in a fantasy featuring Todd? I guess this one I could have context clued, but I wouldn't have known it.
I obviously was watching season 4 just a little bit when I wrote these questions. So
Big up on season 4.
5, 4.
should be
3.
a fun question. What DC characters have been portrayed in the entire show in some form?
That's a lot, actually. Let's start with you, Robert.
So Wonder Woman.
That is correct. All right. They both got that one. We're going to move on to question number 12. Jeff Brony, go for it.
All right. What 2 items does Ted keep in his briefcase? R.I.P.
So if you had a briefcase brought to work, Jeff, what 2 items would you keep in yours?
Probably a bottle of something that I wanted to drink, and also a computer. I don't bring my backpack around much unless it's to hold my computer. Yeah.
That wasn't as fun as I thought it would be.
No,
4.
if you ask me what to do, my job isn't like a fun job. It's just boring.
Heads down, and we're going to start with Dan.
A smiley face button for when he's sad, and a gun for when he's really sad.
That is correct, and he got it right on the nose. Robert?
Yeah, I said pills for when he's sad and a gun for when he's really sad.
Oh, so close. But we were looking for both of them, so that Dan did get that one correct. So we are now at a score of 9-7 in favor of our defending champion. And now we're going to move on to question number 13.
Lucky number 13. What is Gift Shop Girl's first name?
One of the many ladies that JD dated on the show, Gift Shop Girl, who
Not to be confused with Uptown Girl.
did make an appearance in what we will consider the series finale.
Why are you considering it? That is the series finale.
It is that's right. Well, Robert and I
weird way of wording that.
Robert, I was very clear. Smart trash.
Is the series finale.
3, 2, 1, and pens down. Going to Robert.
That would be Lisa.
That is correct. And Dan?
Gift shop girl, I thought you died. Robert, I was very close in our Twitter trash talk to call you the season 9 of competitors.
You don't exist.
Would he know what that is, though? Yeah. How would he know what that is? All right.
Season 9s are for either really bad spinoffs or ending prematurely. Anyways, so question number 14. In JD's Family Feud fantasy, who is the host?
So I'm asking specifically, who is the Family Feud host? Which host on Family Feud is in the fantasy? Family Feud. Have you watched it a lot with Steve Harvey?
Is there a second part to this question?
No.
There is. You can just splurge if you want to say what the answer is.
Okay.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Dan this time.
I'll leave that to you, Robert. Show me Louis Anderson.
That is correct.
Survey says.
Robert.
Show me boobs. Louis Anderson.
R.I.P. Louis Anderson too.
Yeah. R.I.P. Louis Anderson.
Great.
Well, strike up Bon Jovi because we're halfway there. Here with question 15.
Nice job there.
Thank you. I was trying to make all the New Jerseyans proud there. I hope I did y'all well. What was Turk allowed? Well, there's some grammatical errors in this question. Hold on. What does Turk allow JD to eat and drink after surgery?
So what item does he allow?
Turk allow JD to eat or drink?
Yes, after his appendectomy.
After his surgery.
So what specific item does he allow him to eat and drink? We need both for this to be a correct answer. I'm going to give you guys an extra couple seconds on that one for the clarification.
I got it
already. And that French.
Perfect.
I don't need no stinking seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting with Robert.
Water and a saltine.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, figures.
Going to Dan.
Close, but no cigar.
Okay, yeah, I shot in the dark. Jello in water.
That is also incorrect. Robert, you were close.
Saltine,
Saltine was correct. It was ginger ale.
Ginger ale. Okay. Okay. Well, they're at a bar, so he's specifically saying at a bar he can have.
Yeah.
I like that here you have written ginger ale and cracker. Is it exactly
Saltine.
that specifically? He just says
It
you
is
are allowed to have
saltine,
a
yeah.
cracker.
It was
says
a
you can
saltine.
have a
Robert
saltine.
is correct. So
A saltine.
we're going to take
Not
just a
more than one.
short intermission here. Give Dan and Robert a chance just to catch their breath, stretch.
Drink an apple teeny.
So we're going to bring you guys back in just
Go
a moment.
watch all the
Open up.
episodes with Molly in it, apparently.
Open up. Oh, yeah, lots of Molly love on this.
All right, we're going to bring you guys off for a second, and we'll give you a chance to catch your breath.
Yeah, if you need to go, use the loo after all of those apple teenies, now's your time.
So we got 11-9 at the halfway point here, and both of them have definitely thrown some haymakers here. I feel like the second half of this could go either way. Both of these guys obviously know the show, and I feel like half the time, both of them, when they've gotten questions wrong, have immediately known the answer the second it's been revealed.
I think the readjustments at halftime here is going to be giving that couple extra seconds. I think that's really gonna help them. Maybe using a few extra seconds, or maybe using a Turkleton. To help them pull the answer. And I think when they come back from the half, we're going to see refreshed players ready to go.
So Jeff, let's give you a minute here. I know you've got a couple of projects going on right now. Why don't we let you tell everybody what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh, hi,
Good question. What is going on with me? How's my internet, by the way? Because it keeps reloading the screen here for you guys.
You're looking good.
You've actually been pretty crisp.
You haven't dropped out or been spotty or anything.
It's weird since we moved into this house. The internet's been real weird, so probably got to get a Wi-Fi extender. Projects I'm a part of. I mean, I guess there's been from the reel for covering whatever's left of the Schmodown. If there's any, it just did a whole reload thing on my screen.
I was gonna say we just jinxed it because we said you're doing really good, and then you did freeze for a minute. I was like, no, we jinxed him, but now you seem to be back with us.
Yeah. So we got Spin from the Reel, picking at the corpse of the Schmodown, and then after that, I got something else that is in the pipeline to do eventually with involves your co-host AJ Lancaster. That'll be very fun. I don't know if he ever told you what it was. But
we're aware.
Other than that, I got a couple other ideas. I got some ideas in the pipeline that literally they're just sitting in the back of my head. They haven't actually been worked on at all. So eventually there will be other stuff going on. So that's about it. I'm gonna go see. Oh, breaking news! This Saturday, I'm officially breaking my rule. I'm breaking my rule on Saturday.
For what movie? I need to know.
I will be seeing RRR for the second time in a theater.
Whoa.
You hear that, John Campia? Do you hear that?
If that's something that doesn't convince me to watch it once this year, I don't know what will.
I can tell you right now, it was like the first time I saw it was just this incredible, overwhelming experience. I went in there, I had an edible, it was going strong, and then the loudest movie ever happened for 3 hours straight. And the crowd in the theater screamed and hollered the whole time. It was amazing. And now Paulina is going to be seeing it as well. She keeps saying I'm dragging her, and yet everyone else who's seen it that knows that she's going says, good, take her. So
nice.
Paulina, I think you're going to love it.
So,
I can't speak from personal experience, but if John Campia hates it, I'm probably on board.
I will say this, I'm terrible at watching movies at home. Like, if it's more than about 2 hours, I have my attention span is just so terrible. I have never felt so tempted to watch a movie as I have not watched it yet, but after his tweet, I think I'm just going to put the time aside and turn off my phone for 3 hours because now I want to watch it after what a certain somebody tweeted about.
Absolutely. Paulina, I know you say you can't sit still for 3 hours. None of us can. We all have ADD or ADHD. Also, it's a 3 hour movie and it has an intermission. So you can get up halfway through.
Oh, okay. That's not much like this podcast.
Also,
that's what we call consideration.
Well, but also, John Campia's opinion is so full of shit. He went and saw Justice League 5 times in theaters, but he can't get past 15 minutes of RRR. Fuck that guy.
No. Fuck that guy. Am I right?
So before we get proceed, do have to say we do have a Streamlabs donation from our homie John Lestrina, who donated $3, and he has to say meow. Fuzz Aldrin. Oh. So Fuzz Aldrin said meow. So.
Beautiful. That's a quality. You know what? That went to charity, and we appreciate it.
So we're going to bring our competitors back, but Bethany, I know you got something in the pipeline. We're not going to revel it.
Yes.
We're not going to reveal. Bethany has something in the pipeline, and I do as well. Actually,
2 things in the pipeline. I will be discussing it in the upcoming weeks. So everyone stay tuned. There is a special Bethany project coming, so everyone get excited.
So I won't publicly divulge what's going on, but I will say I am working with a very, very close friend of the podcast, somebody who might have stayed with us in Orlando in September, and I might be working on something, Jeff. So I think that'll give away who it is without giving it away. If you get a chance, check it out. So we're going to bring our competitors back out.
I've narrowed it down to a
they both just chugged 2 more Appletinis backstage. I saw them. Nice. And they're ready to go, I think. Gentlemen, how do you feel after the half? Did you make readjustments? Are you ready to dominate here? I think I could make a great Tracy Wolfson on the sidelines. Coach! And you're just shoving someone's face, and you're and he's I gotta get to the locker room, Tracy, and he runs away.
What is a Tracy
Wolfson season? Huh?
Sideline reporter.
She's a sideline reporter.
Sports.
All right, let's get going. So, Jeff, you're going to kick off the questions with number 16.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Real quick, Robert and Dan, are you ready?
No.
I am ready.
Too
No.
fucking bad. Good job, Dan. That's what a champ would say. Question number 16. Everyone is frozen but me.
We can hear you.
You're good.
We're good. All right,
You're
cool.
moving on our end.
You're good for us.
Perfect. Number 16. What Judy Blume book does JD credit for totally changing high school for him? Nice.
So Judy Blume, like how many Judy Blume books do you think you've read in your lifetime?
Me?
Quite a
I've
few
always been a
for me.
Louis Satcher guy myself.
That's fair. I once was a teenage girl, so I definitely read me some Judy Blume.
Judy Blume was like a regular part of my elementary school assigned reading, so I've actually read quite a few of them in 5.
Paulina, you better not be taking over the Wi-Fi. Stop it.
1, pens down. We start with Dan.
Don't have it.
Doesn't have it. Robert.
I want to say it's Ramona, but I'm scared it might be Super Fudge.
Oh, they're both wrong. It was Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. Super Fudge was the sequel to that. Yes.
Yeah.
Can anyone name the third book? It's Fudgemania. So let's go on to number 17.
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was it.
This, I was like, right.
Perfect.
This, beautiful song about you. This question I'm very excited I get to ask because this might be my favorite question of this match. Okay, question 17. What does JD give Turk and Carla as a wedding gift? And you must be specific. I need specifically what he gave them.
We want this gift. We want this gift.
Yeah, why didn't we
I
write this
regret
for
not
this?
putting this on the registry.
Hold on, I'm Googling it now.
I don't know. Like once we reveal the answer, I'm pretty certain everybody in the chat is going to want this as well. So
yeah, it's a pretty good gift.
we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Turkleton. Okay, I'm ready.
We'll allow it. That's the second one.
What does JD give Turk and Carla as a wedding gift? Must be specific.
It's not like really sold anywhere.
Yeah,
I don't know if it actually
know if it
exists.
or not.
There is a link to it on if you remember this website, there's a link talking about it on YTMND. You're the man now dog.com.
Oh, I love that website. 1, pens down, starting with Robert.
I don't remember.
All right, Dan.
I said a hip hop. Hibby jibby to the hip hip hop. A Sugar Hill Gang.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yes!
I didn't know that. I forgot that
very
that was
proud
a
of
wedding
you.
Save
gift.
plus use of a Turkleton. That's the readjustments we were
I
talking
mostly-
about.
but
They've been making the lock.
I remembered the alarm clock and it was just on the tip of my tongue. And then I was running out of time. So I'm like, okay, need more time.
I remember the alarm clock. I just didn't know it was. I forgot it was a wedding gift.
Sugar Hill Gang.
Carla, like, you're taking that.
That's a fantastic
Does
wedding gift, by the way.
citing YTMND
So speaking of wedding gifts,
date us?
well,
Does citing YTMND date us? Does that like show how old we are in terms of
Yes,
using the internet?
I think that 100% does. Yes.
It's like, yeah, I went to YTMND and then I hung out on Newgrounds because I was edgy. All right, so we got question 18.
Yep, Jeff's gonna ask this one.
When Dr. Cox and Dan come to talk to JD following his father's death, what team's hockey jersey do the three all wear?
All I know is if there's a jersey that I'm buying this year, it's going to be for the Detroit Lions because, man, am I loving this season of Hard Knocks.
Their head coach.
Am I a Lions fan now? Maybe.
A blessing to the world.
Is
If
anyone a
anybody
Lions fan?
is what?
I said,
Is anyone?
Lions fan?
No.
No, but I might be now.
But a lot of people are going to be after this season of Hard
Dan
Knocks.
as a gift to the world.
He's the gift that keeps on giving. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we are going to start with Jeff has that, so that's Dan.
I'm second guessing myself, but I believe it's the ire of my Chicago Blackhawks, the Detroit Red Wings.
That is correct. Robert?
Red Wings.
Yep. We'll take it.
I may have
Absolutely.
also given you all a little bit of a hint.
She did, yeah.
I had it written before you said anything.
I was trying to be kind of nice.
I
I really just want to talk about how much I'm enjoying this season.
It is very good.
I was going to ask what player Cox had on the back of the jersey, but I thought that was going too far. It's Chris Chelios, but who is actually a close friend. Former friend Chicago of John C. McGinley.
Oh, I was saying.
So, we're going to go. Yep.
All right. Question number 19. Y'all, we're just getting,
I think you'll get this one.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Okay. What nurse does Elliot date? And I do believe I will need the full name on this one.
I think the first name. I'll
right,
allow first name. I'll allow first name, but I think both of them will get both.
No, you want first and last name. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
It's obvious they have it. They both seem to have it, so it's fine.
All right, we don't even need the countdown. Go for it, Robert.
Paul Flowers.
Male nurse Paul Flowers.
That is also correct.
I feel like the full name feels important to have because it's part of the joke.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
Nurse Flowers.
Male nurse Paul
Like,
Flowers.
Yeah.
He's a nurse.
I think you can be more specific there. I mean, obviously they got it right.
Played by
then, like,
certified
the Mike
Looney
Molly
Tune.
thing.
Yeah,
Nutjob.
certified Looney Tune.
Schroeder.
Ricky Schroeder. Yep.
All
He'll
right.
go yell at you at a Costco.
We are now at
All right.
question 20.
Bum, bum, bum.
What tradition
you're both gonna get
Turk
this one.
and JD skip to spend an evening with a dying patient?
Love this episode.
And if I don't hear the song, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. And we're not going to do a countdown because I know you both know this, so we're starting with Dan.
We're going to steak night. We're going to eat it right. Go, Robert.
Yeah. Steak night. Oh, was it?
Steak is such a treat. It is the world's best meat.
Best meat.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Next question. What are the lyrics to Steak Night jingle?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Question 21. What are the? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Question 21. What does Dr. Kelso offer to Mr. Corman free of charge?
What would you do if your name was Harvey Korman?
I just like his response is like, it doesn't get me as much tail as you would think. Like, why would this show came out in mid 2000s? Why would anyone with the name Harvey Korman be like, hey, my name's Harvey
not
Korman,
at all
like,
at that point.
come home with me? Fuck.
5, 4, 3,
Maybe.
2, 1, and pens down, starting with Robert.
It's a full body scan.
That is correct.
Full body scan.
There you go.
Very good. We are proceeding. All right. So it's going to be 16-13 going into question
Hello,
22.
Cheryl.
All right. Question 22. What fake game does janitor trick JD into playing when he is pelted with tennis balls?
I'm so happy to report this is back on Hulu, by the way. They edited out the scene that was the controversial scene.
Yeah. Rightly
Yep.
so.
There's 3 episodes that they did some form of blackface or other color face that they removed from Hulu.
But
and
they
then
scrubbed
put
them
back on.
and put them
But
back up.
I think they still edited out
Thanks.
that scene.
It is.
Scrubbed them?
It's a weird edit.
How are there 3 different times they did blackface in this show?
Well, one's
It's
also-
mostly somebody playing Turk.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody else playing Turk is what the joke is. But if you watch them now, they put all 3 episodes back on Hulu and they just have the scenes removed. So 5.
That's preferable.
That's weird.
3.
It doesn't necessarily need to be
I
removed.
wish that
Pens down.
Netflix would at least, yeah.
All right. And we're going to start with this one was 22. So that's Dan.
Jiggly ball.
Jiggly ball. All right. And Robert?
Okay. Thanks, brother, for telling me what Pokemon are.
That's what.
All right.
He's a good brother.
My brother's like, don't ever do that again.
Where are
He's been in the
we?
chat.
Question 23. MJ, greatest of all time. Okay, I'm getting on the like Dr. Kelso questions. What is the name of the song Dr. Kelso sang that Elliot discovered?
It's actually a pretty good song. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it a bop?
Literally watched this episode right before we started.
Oh, so if you get this wrong, this will be super embarrassing.
I know. How much does spelling count?
I will
good.
not.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, I mean,
2,
here's the thing.
1.
I didn't study at all for
And
this.
And it's also
You
the
don't
name
need
of
to
the
study. You said
episode,
you
so we're
watch
going to
it 4
start with
times a
Robert.
year.
It is the name of the episode, which would be called My Tuscaloosa Heart.
That is
Beautiful.
correct.
Also A+ spelling. Beautiful.
And yeah, it actually a
Tuscaloosa.
very good, very well written song.
I ate at a cookout in Tuscaloosa once, and it was as good as cookout always is. So thank you, Tuscaloosa. for that.
Tuscaloosa Heart.
Mike, before I ask the question, I just want to confirm you didn't write the answer to this question in the document that I'm about to ask.
Okay. I know the answer.
You know the answer?
You are right.
Perfect.
Good call out. Good call out.
It was
I know
in
it
the
too,
document
but-
earlier. I wonder if you.
But
It was
that's
24.
Right,
So
that's right where the number was. Yeah. So all right.
Yep, it's the
Question
one.
number
I know the answer.
24.
I know
Is
the
this
answer
like
too,
the
'cause
is
I
this like the
remember.
middle section of a bingo board? This is now our free space. No matter what we put down, we got it right.
You're both
That's-
going to
it
get
was
this
moved to
one.
number 1, remember? It was moved to
Yeah.
number 1. All right, so number 24. In my finale, upon his exit, who is the last person JD sees in his fantasy prior to exiting the hospital?
Yes. I was worried that you were
believe
going
I
to
know
ask
it.
like some question. Who's the 5th person he sees?
Like,
No, that would have been
Joke's on
insanely
you.
hard.
Maybe he only saw 5 people.
I know who's the
Well,
first and who's the last.
Just so
I don't
you
know the order
the
of the
next
rest of them.
question, Robert, you're not gonna love. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Who is the 5th person?
These
That's
And there are
questions
some
are now
people in that
going in backwards order of each person that he saw. So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting with Dan.
I panicked here because I wasn't sure. Is it Elliot?
That is incorrect. Robert.
You love him. He's crazy. He's hooch.
Oh yeah.
You got it.
This is where
Who's
he mounts his
crazy?
He is
comeback,
crazy.
y'all.
I,
He needed
I had
that point.
all
That
that
point
in
was
That was a
much needed.
big point there.
Big
Yeah.
point. Big point.
So it is now
He's
18 to
actually in a
16 in
straight
favor
jacket
of
at the end.
Dan.
He's like, hooch is crazy.
I had Bill Lawrence down for the
It was
longest
so
time.
perfect. It was so perfect.
All right. Question 25.
yeah.
What
Who's
does
his?
Dr. Maddox instruct the staff to stomp on and kill if they see it?
Dr. Maddox, only on the show for a handful of episodes in season 8, which is the final season, as we all know.
It is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't like her.
Prior to moving on with Bill Lawrence on Cougar Town.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Lawrence, man. What a gift.
Also
Thank
had a
you
bunch
for
of
your.
Scrubs people in it.
now he's an Emmy winner
Yeah.
thanks to Ted Lasso.
Starting with Robert.
Spiders.
That is correct.
I would also instruct that, to be
Don't
honest.
Dan?
put them in a jar and bring them outside. Kill them. Kill them. I want them dead. Spiders.
Agreed. All bugs,
All
really,
right.
but definitely spiders. Ooh.
So
Ooh.
All right.
we still
Question.
have ourselves a ball game here.
Yeah, of course. 26.
And we're going to move
What
on
is
to
the
26.
What is the
Yep.
name of the bird that only says liver disease?
That only says liver disease.
The bird only says liver disease. That is the only words the bird will say. Aha. What would you do if you had a bird that only said liver disease?
Sell it.
To who?
Maybe someone who needs to be told that they have liver disease.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know,
Pens down.
throwing it out there.
We're going to start with Dan.
No idea.
Robert?
I know
The
of
answer
like
is
the bird.
The answer is Chauncey.
Chauncey.
Was he one of the emus?
I know the bird that
no,
Janitor has, but I don't remember any other birds in the
Sanchez.
show.
I knew it wasn't
There-
Sanchez.
Yeah, it wasn't
It
Sanchez.
wasn't Sanchez. Nope. He is literally in one
Sanchez
scene. I
was
told
an
you I was putting some hard ones.
Yeah, it was.
The only
can
other
tell.
birds are the
All right.
ostriches.
Oh, was it a parrot?
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
Wouldn't have
That
gotten
would
it is
make
parrot.
that would make
How
the
much
most
time
sense.
I wouldn't have gotten it, but
I don't remember where that's
It is a
at.
parrot.
Would
That would make the most sense. If
There
it's a
be
bird
who
that spoke.
more
Oh,
important
wait.
question. I am willing to get a point for this. If I would sell it, would either of you buy?
Liver disease. Liver disease.
that's
Yeah,
when he was
that's what I'm saying.
trying
Points up.
to find like his thing. He's like, I was considering a bird, and then he had a fantasy about him having a parrot or whatever.
Yep.
I just want to say, Chris's comment is very vague and sort of concerning because it
And
leaves the
I'll give
room
you
open-
the bird
leaves the door
in
open
some
for
In
capacity.
some
all
capacity.
times.
But here's the thing, like knowing my
you
brother, he'd open the door and let the bird fly off, which is funny because now I'm imagining scenarios where this bird just randomly lands like in a grocery store
Liver
parking lot and people are like, oh, that's a pretty bird. And it's like liver disease, liver disease. Like, there's just so
And
much
they're just gonna be like, "Well, that's a bad omen."
well, I guess I
And
need to
it
go
is
see a
like
doctor.
that.
Oh no! I better go see my doctor.
That person is drinking way too many apple teenies. Liver disease.
Way too many.
Yeah, you probably would have liver disease without many apple teenies. All
We're
right.
at 27 now.
27. We're getting there. All right. Who does Kim date after her breakup with JD? Hopefully it's Chauncey, the bird that was
That'd be a weird
shouting
relationship.
liver disease.
Who does
I
Kim
mean,
date
you know.
after JD?
After JD, yeah.
You could just go with the first
man.
name if they're.
Do we need
All right,
full
we're
name?
gonna go down to
It just
5,
has first name.
4,
It only has the first name.
3, 2, 1. Pens
Oh.
down. Start.
Yeah.
Robert.
I was gonna say young old
You
MC,
could've gotten
but it's
Turk.
Sean. It's Sean. Fucking.
It is
Nobody
Sean.
cares, Sean.
And-
Nobody cares, Sean. Damn it.
All
You
right,
asked
we'll
for it.
move on to 20. Question number
It is still-
28.
Anyone's game.
No, it's not. Fuck this.
Mathematically,
You don't know
it's
that,
still
Robert.
You
possible.
can still catch up.
Mathematically,
We're gonna
it's
go to
still
question
possible.
30 regardless.
If Dan misses all
If I
three of these
choke
questions
majorly.
and you get all of them, you win.
Which he could.
All right, get ready to throw the game, Dan. All right, number 28. Who was responsible for Elliot's fellowship ending?
That's right. This actor went on
Someone
to be on
was-
another NBC show, actually, called Community.
Oh,
Now I remember.
All right, and we're
Was
going to
it-
go to 5.
the
4,
fellowship ended because they found the cure. But are
2,
you looking for who found the
1.
cure?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
And pens down, starting with Dan.
Don't remember the name.
Doesn't have it. Robert.
It's Charlie.
He's melting
It's
a
not
coconut!
over yet.
It's not over yet, y'all.
It is not
It's
over yet, y'all.
Dan cannot rest on his laurels. He's gonna have to fight back here. Oh man, it's getting chippy out
I forgot
there.
that they actually did say who the person was. I just thought they said, "Hey, your fellowship's over. We found the cure. Move on." But I forgot that they actually did say Charlie
They
is the one
did.
who found.
Charlie found it out.
There-
Yep, that is
There
fine.
is also the possibility of a tie, in which case, Mike, hopefully you have.
I have a
He
question.
has a question.
I have a question ready.
A
All right,
question.
y'all.
Perfect.
This is the penultimate question. Everyone, no one panic, but panic. All right, and your penultimate question. What does JD call it when putting rocks in someone's shoes?
This seems like the kind of thing that Jeff would like revel in doing. This is a total Jeff Alterman move right here.
Jeff Browning move.
Would pebble in doing, not revel. At least try to figure out a pun.
5, 4,
Put rocks in your
3,
shit, motherfucker.
2, 1. Pens down, starting with Robert.
You've been graveled.
That is correct. Dan?
You've been graveled.
Hey.
Fantastic.
Dan, he wants to hold on to it. He wants to hold on to that champion.
We're going to ask the last question just so we can get the scores in there. So we're going to go to question number 30, Jeff Brony.
Everyone should be really pleased with how they have done today.
Absolutely. Dan, are you ready?
If I fuck up, is there a tie or am I sorry?
If you miss this question and Robert gets it right, there is a tie and Michael has something planned.
No, Dan has already won.
It is over, but we're asking the question.
We're asking anyways. Because we're completion. The scores currently
there would be no math.
21-19. So this is just for their stat sheet.
Just for the stats.
Yeah. Number 30. What intern winds up working at Coffee Bucks?
Be an interesting way to have
see if
career trajectory.
Robert wants to go out swinging.
First one
Nickname is what the answer is.
Oh, okay. Let's do first and last names on this.
I'm cool with
For
that.
a bonus point.
And in 5, 4, 3.
That one B is a little bigger than the other.
And Dan?
Cabbage.
And Robert to flex.
That would be Jason Cabaggio.
Very nice. Excellent. Wow. And that was, I intentionally said I was making this one tough, and I'm impressed that both of you hit into the 20s on this one, because this compared to the first two was not easy.
That was a strong good match. Both of you ended up with 20 or over points out of 30 questions. I raised a metaphorical appletini to both of you gentlemen here today. That was a well played.
A real one. Fuck the metaphorical one. I'm on drunk. I live, eat, and breathe Scrubs, and I lost a Scrubs quiz. Yeah, I'm getting fucking drunk. I have to work.
Right. One thing that you got to do is you're drinking all this. Have like 2 glasses of water. Take some Advil right before you go to sleep.
Oh yeah, I know how to keep from having a hangover. I'm good.
Yeah.
What you need to do tonight?
There's anything else that you already know that you want someone else to explain to you, let me know. I'm really good at it.
You need to just stop.
Curious question. Here's a trivia question I have for everyone to see if anyone knows. Name the characters' names, not the actors. Name all 4 character names.
I'm not getting that.
Of the worthless peons.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, when you use the word curious,
here's the thing, though, Robert.
Questions that aren't curious.
One of them changes.
Do you care about the answer?
Sort of. There's one where they messed up like the name in one episode, but it's kind of like that was one of those like hushed under the rug type of thing.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. That's a very good question.
Ted, Randall, Crispin, and Troy.
Roy.
Okay.
Troy is the cafeteria worker.
The bald.
But yeah.
But really nice.
Crispin, they changed to the name Chris in one episode.
So, we kind of feel like we do these Scrubs trivias here and there. I feel like we need I think we need to do this one more time.
Yeah, I want to. So, given y'all's quality of questions this time, which I'm not knocking, this is definitely a step up from the first 2.
Yes.
This was a massive. Like, if I remember correctly, the last one that Dan was in, he only got 28 out of 30. So there's definitely like a easiness of questions that has changed since the last time.
It was intentional.
I definitely want in on this. I want a rematch. But if y'all are going to keep the questions of this level, I am going to be studying. This was without me studying. I'm going to study now. I know, and my brother's in the chat. I'm not blaming the question writers. I'm not saying anything bad about it. They were all good, still questions. They pertain to the show, but.
I'd like to say This is Michael that wrote it. You can absolutely blame the question writer.
Go blame me. Go right ahead.
I'm not
Dan,
going to do that. I watched Slowdown long enough. I'm not blaming question writers unless it's a part of the kayfabe.
It's Mike Deacon. It's fine.
So, Dan, I'm going to propose this to you, and if this challenge sounds good to you, let us know.
Yeah.
Obviously, Robert has earned his stripes. He deserves another chance. Two other people I think I'm going to propose that deserve another chance. Mr. Dan Nye and Mr. Matty Gunner. I'm proposing we do a fatal four-way.
Ooh.
All three have lost to me, so I'm fine with it.
Oh! Listen. He is
So,
the
for all intents and purposes, I have watched the previous two.
Yeah.
They're out of all the questions in the previous two, I've only missed one.
Yep.
So had I been a part of the last one, I would have beaten Dan on that one. But of course, there's no video evidence because I wasn't on camera. So you have to take my word.
It's always different playing along with versus actually participating.
And I would never argue against that. If y'all saw the first time I was on the Schmodown, yeah.
But you were actually a lot of fun on that show, and the crowd reacted huge when you got your first question right. So
yeah, the whole studio was just like, it was fun.
I remember that.
But I'm like that I like that because that was the key. That's the key example. It's much different being a part of a trivia game than it is watching it. So yeah.
And I will say this straightforward. You know, we're gonna wrap up in a sec, but like. I'd never written any kind of trivia contest before, and I've done this 3 times now. And I understand, especially like when you're talking about trivia, and I'm going to pinpoint the Star Wars division, how tough it is as you get more and more questions in, because like you have to go deeper. There's no other way that you can go because you've asked the surface questions.
So the funny thing with that was when we started doing reactions to the Schmodown, whenever they did a Star Wars match, both me and my brother were like, "Ooh, good. We know a ton about Star Wars." And then as it went on and we got players like Damon and Demolanta coming in, we're like, "Yeah, we don't know shit about Star Wars."
We do have a couple more donations, according to AJ. So hopefully we'll be able to get those from him and read them out real quick.
I'm pulling that up right now
before we wrap for the evening.
While
Mike is finding those, first I will go to our champion, our defending and now reigning champion. Dan, is there anything you would like to pimp out before you leave us here this evening, or anywhere that people can find
Tell us about that podcast.
Yes, I am host of the bi-monthly Fancast 4 podcast, the #1 Fantastic Four fan casting podcast on the internet, presumably. You can find me on various podcast places: Apple, Google, Spotify, on YouTube. Just search Fancast 4 podcast. You can find me on Twitter at Fancast 4. My personal Twitter is dhouse77, and you can also find me reacting, reviewing, chatting nerdy stuff with Monty on the Montyverse at Montyverse.
Very nice. Now, Robert, you've been pimping your stuff for the past 2 weeks on our channel.
When you're not hanging out with us on What the Show.
Tell us again.
Tell us one more time for fun,
guys. If y'all wanna follow me, make sure you follow me right here on What the Show, because I'll be here every week for the foreseeable future. Otherwise, my other channel that I kind of sort of care about is the Cinefanatics. It's over on YouTube.com/Cinefanatics. Follow us at Cinefanatics MLP on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me personally at Robert Adams MLP on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd, so you can see what I'm seeing, like RRR for more than 15 minutes.
Hey! That's what's up. Before we get to Jeff, we did have another Streamlabs donation from one Jake Yacovetta who donated $20, and he says on behalf of Watermelon Smash. So yeah, absolutely.
We love Watermelon Smash. Jeff,
that could have gone in multiple directions.
During intermission, but if there's anything else you want to say before we wrap up this evening.
To John Campia, if you can watch only the first 15 minutes, I implore you. You can break that up into 12 easily digestible 15-minute chunks and finish the movie. To my enemies, I love you. To the people I love, I hate you. And that's about it, I think.
So for
That
us,
sums it up.
on What the Show, we'll be back on Wednesday next week. We have one of our favorite guests of all time returning. Mr. Moose Haas will be hanging out with us this coming Wednesday night. We're going to have a lot of fun with him. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Robert.
Who knows?
Congratulations,
Jeff
Dan.
and Robert might show up at some point, too.
I got my own show on
since I've
Wednesday night,
harassed you
so
for
we'll
a
see. If I could do two shows at once, that's awesome.
I would be impressed.
Maybe we'll just put City Fanatics on in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
and
yeah, plain.
Yeah, 3 on 3.